Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Core Values. Today, Core Values number 12.
I saw the release radar and was like, oh, cha-ching, here we go.
Yeah.
There's some good stuff coming, so should be a great episode.
Yep.
You did pull me away from the NFL draft tonight, though, Gary.
Oh no.
So this is kind of crazy. I don't know how you feel about it, but I was talking to my coworker about the draft and like how excited I am, and like maybe the Seahawks will get this or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
And like, she was like, so you're saying like people like get excited and go, and tens of millions of people watch a list be revealed of players that are gonna play on a team that aren't even play. There's nothing happening today.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, she doesn't even know that I actually went to Vegas like 3 years ago to the draft and spent thousands of dollars to stand among hundreds of thousands of people that I could barely even see, you know? And I got to thinking about it, you know? I was like, that's crazy. And Vegas, like, that makes sense. It was in Detroit this year, and I'm like, okay, who wants to go to Detroit, right? The pictures, downtown Detroit is packed. 250,000 people or something stupid like that.
That's crazy.
Going to see a list revealed, like hopefully their team picks a guy. Like,
yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, and so you pulled me away from watching that, Gary.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I did see the Seahawks, their pick, defensive lineman from Texas, Byron Murphy. So
that's good.
It's good. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Record breaking 6 quarterbacks in the first 12 picks.
Wow,
Yeah.
It's gonna be a young year.
Yep, quarterback heavy. But anyways, so
I've never cared about the draft. I think I've watched it. I feel like, you know, oh, there's nothing on, and like, you know, all kids are in bed or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, and I think that's the only time I've ever willingly watched it. So I was invited to someone's house once to watch the draft, and I was like, why would I do that?
You know, and I think it's just weird. Like, to me, like, I've never stopped and thought and been like, yo, that's kind of weird, right?
If I just wait a week, I'll know.
I'll know.
Yet I can even wait for the first week of football,
And still,
I'll know. I'll be like,
right.
That guy's new.
So
Who's this guy?
So the
and how many
question-
times do they tell you this guy was, you know, the 6th person selected by this? Like, how many times do they tell you? Like, so
yeah. And you try to predict, like, so when I was in Vegas, like, the Seahawks were down there, like, their social media team, and anyone that was wearing Seahawks stuff, they came up like, oh, who do you think we're going to take with our first pick, you know? And I was on there. And I was like...
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, in the moment, didn't know what to do, and I was like, I think they're going to trade... I think they're going to trade their pick down, trade down. And I'm like, gosh, I just said, I'm here as a Seahawks fan, and I want them to trade their pick. Like, anyways... So it got me to thinking, Gary, the question is...
I'm going to find that clip now.
It's somewhere on there. But this is my question to you. My coworker thought I was insane for actually caring, you know, about this draft, about this list of players that aren't even playing today. What are the things and other things that people look and say, you're insane? Is it going to Furnace Fest to watch bands?
I think in our scene and like our friends, no, it's not crazy. But like I have coworkers that are like, "Oh, you're going to Birmingham. What are you going to do there?" Like, I'm going to a metal festival.
Yeah.
Like heavy music, and they're like, "Oh, do I know any of the bands?" And I'm like, "I don't know." So last year, you know, they're like, you know, well, name some bands that are going. So I was like, MXPX, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I know MXPX," you know, because they're older, and then I was like, Turnstile. They're like,
No.
never heard of them.
Yeah.
You know, and so I just like named like headliners, you know, just big names, everything that I could think. They're just like nothing. And I'm just like, yeah. And they're like, so your whole family going? Nope, just me. And they're like, you got friends or family down there?
Kind of.
They will be down there.
They will be. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. So, I mean, that is crazy. It is crazy doing that.
But it's not, if you're in our scene, you're like, it's almost like...
Yeah, but I mean, in
like
the football
Mecca.
culture, right? You got all these guys, like football is very important. They love it. They know everything about the game. They know all the coaches.
Yeah.
They have their opinions about every play that happens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're going to care about the draft. They're going to want to know the talent that gets pulled into the NFL.
Yeah.
So to them, why? That's not crazy.
It's
Like, don't you want to know?
I think it's just sports fandom in general. Like, I think you said it to me. You're like, baseball, they play 162 games. How can you be a fan for that long? Like,
How can you watch that?
How can you watch that many games?
I'm good with like a dozen a year.
Right? Like, how could you watch that? How much you added up the time you've watched 162 games? Like, that's a lot of time. But obviously, you don't watch every game. So I don't know. I think it's sports fandom, but it's anything. I saw this one TikTok where this one girl, it was at the Taylor Swift Eras tour of the summer, and it was at Lumen Field in Seattle.
Of course, you were watching a TikTok about Taylor Swift. Yeah.
And it had like a panoramic like kind of view, you know, of the packed stadium. And she's like, I get that this many people want to come out and like watch Taylor Swift, right? But you're telling me this many people come out for football? And I'm like, in my mind, to her, like, that's wild. You know, they come out for, 8 games a year and they just pack that place out. But for, Taylor Swift, she's like, I get it, it's Taylor Swift. But for a football team? Yeah. Anyways.
Yep. People are just trapped in their own echo chambers.
We like what we like, and don't let anyone tell you you're wrong.
Yeah.
Right? All right.
So, let's jump into core
Let's
values.
do this. Yeah, let's go.
All right, so I got some stuff today. So let's just start with the first one. So the first one is Confessions of a Traitor new song called Hail Mary, and it's featuring Mike from Convictions. And so I learned something on, so I was talking to someone from Lightworker about like, features and like how, so Spotify used to say like, featuring Mike, right?
Like his name.
Or featuring Jake Lurs, right? It would be like the musician that is featured. Mm-hmm. Spotify no longer does that. They don't separate artists from the band. So they have to like tag a band. So that's why it says featuring Convictions. Last week it was featuring Wolves at the Gate, right? And we're like, who could it be? Is it the whole band? Is it, it's like, no, it's, it's just Steve.
Got it.
So they can only, the way Spotify works now is they can only tag the band. So this is featuring Mike from Convictions. So, you ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. First time listening.
That makes sense, though, because then you can click, like, oh, this is the project it's from.
Yep.
Oh, I already love it, dude.
You see the album art? It kind of reminds me of Cliffside. Just that white and gold.
Try to touch stuff without. Now I clicked into the Spotify where it has this like GIF playing over and over again. I don't know what the album art looks like.
I want to see that.
Anyways, yeah. Second single from these guys?
Yep.
Yeah.
I thought it was just going to be one.
I love it.
Like that.
I love when you can hear their English accent.
The accent?
Love it.
Yeah. That's how you know he's not like singing. He's like shouting. Because they say, when you sing, your accent disappears.
Goes kind of away.
Yeah, he's like shouting. So is this a Hail Mary like the football?
Well, we're talking football.
I've been abused in the house of God.
What did that say?
Ooh. I've been abused in the house of God.
Definitely feels a little heavier than their last album, like music.
Yeah. They got some of those Convictions sounding,
Yep.
just some of that.
I mean, they did tour with them, so they got to hear it night after night.
Yeah.
I just like how catchy their choruses are. Like, even, like, obviously their last album, like, I just feel like I was singing it over and over.
Yeah, they kind of do like an anthem kind of shout.
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary,
Here we go.
Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen.
There's Mike.
I have to dig deeper in the lyrics, but obviously it seems like it's about the church taking advantage of,
Yep.
maybe calling out Catholic Church, I don't know. Priests, bad ones.
Yep. Which I support calling them out.
Yeah, anybody.
Yeah.
Evangelical, Catholic, whatever.
Anyone, man. Well, this is a fun one. I like the guitars too. Oof, just ends just like that.
Yeah, that was cool, man. I think no matter what they do, I'm gonna love it, and if Convictions or Mike's on it, like, even better.
Yeah. And they're coming to the US again to do a tour, so
Are they with Convictions again?
I think so.
Just going to, I know the Aggressive Worship Tour Part 2 is coming,
Part D.
but not our way.
I mean, should I Google it? Should I
yeah, I mean, I know it's not coming over to the West. I think they're going to hit the places
yeah,
they
it's
didn't,
East Coast.
which is cool. Yeah, no, it was awesome seeing them and, like, talking to them, and they're both
Yeah,
bands
and you're like,
were
we're going to
legit.
do an episode on you guys. You bet.
We are. You keep saying no. Just
That's a good one. Yeah, I'm not going to keep looking. I can't find it that fast, so it's not worth the time.
yeah.
So, yeah, I'm excited for what comes out of that, because I know some people have said, oh, it's just one single. It's for the U.S. tour. That's it. It's a standalone. And now we have another single. So now
Are we getting an album? An EP?
I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
So up next. So this guy messaged us on one of our social medias, and just let me know that this was coming out. I got to listen to it early on YouTube, and it's a solo project, and it's not typically what we listen to. It's kind of heavier. It's like, I don't know if it's deathcore, death metal, but I like it. So let's check it out. This band, this group, it's a solo project. So would it be a group? They're called Scapegoat. Let's do it. The song's called Stand Your Ground.
You heard it here first, guys. Gary does not listen to heavy music.
So we got blast beats.
So I got absolutely destroyed on a reel I posted. I deleted it.
Oh.
It was a while back, and it was a really great reel of this guy, like, dancing, and it's like when the blast beats hit.
Uh-huh.
And I used an As Lay Dying piece from 94 Hours.
Uh-huh.
And this guy immediately posted, that's not a blast beat. And, like, LOL. And then I questioned everything I ever knew about blast beats. And I went onto Wikipedia and searched blast beats. And read it and everything, right? And then I went to this guy's thing. The dude's a drummer, like a professional drummer, so, like, he would know.
Yeah.
So I deleted it. Just never put it back up.
I never saw it. I never knew
it was
you did
quick.
that.
It was quick. Like, he responded fast. Yeah. I think there's definitely a time that I love this music. For me, like, obviously, like, gym time.
Oh, this isn't gym music for me.
This right here would not be.
This? Yes.
This would
Love
be
this.
like, let's go.
The slow stuff? Yeah, that's gym music.
This is like, let's grow the biceps, like, come on. Get those curls in there. Stare in the
This is
mirror and just, like, have a snarl on your face. Ooh.
Yeah, I just like the, I don't know, it's kind of like an epic, almost like I say this a lot, a pirate thing, you know? Like, the pirates are coming, like that doom sounding, like, I'll point out the guitar work again when it comes back.
I'm digging it.
That's cool. So I may have be watching too much Attack on Titan lately, but that like dit reminds me of that.
Dude, these vocals are insane. Like, he's actually like gnarly, dude. Kind of flirts with that Lorna Shore style of music, right? Type of death metal, black metal.
That like dun 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 dun. It's like pirates are coming, you know. Doom and gloom thing.
Speaking of pirates, my kids at the trampoline park yesterday, and they played that sea shanty song that you always play.
Yeah.
I was like, I gotta get out of here. All the kids are just going nuts.
So your favorite part of the song is the vocals?
Dude, I think so. I love when it slows down, too. Like when it goes from like fast blast beats, like going hard, to slow.
I only like the slow part.
When it changes
I like
pace,
the guitar here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always had a problem with those fast blast beats, you know.
Like, this is beautiful.
Yeah.
You know, and that's where that deathcore, right? It's the death metal with breakdowns. Whew. Just the guitar just feels lower and chunkier than ever.
Caveman mode right there.
That was fun, dude. I liked it.
Oh, that's great.
They talked to you on Facebook? Or on Instagram?
I think it's one of the two. I don't remember, actually. I don't remember.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, solo artist. You guys should check him out. Scapegoat. Pretty cool.
Scapegoat.
One word. There's a lot of bands named Scapegoat, just to be clear. So, this is the Scapegoat that... Does he have a bio? He doesn't have a bio.
Their song is Stand Your Ground, so...
Yeah, it's got like a skeleton laying on a pile of bones with like a stick crown looking thing behind him and a castle, and yeah. Anyway, so ready for the next one?
Yeah.
So this is going to be a step in a different direction. So this guy also reached out to us on Instagram, and he's like, hey, what's it take to get on one of your Core Values episodes? And I said,
There's
send
a
me your
form.
song. Yeah, we have a form that you got to fill out. No, I said, just send us a song if we like it. At least one of us has to like it.
Yeah.
And I'll put it on. And so Tyler hasn't heard this at all. He doesn't even know the band. Band's called Lamenter. It's almost one of our favorite words.
Oh, wow, they're all
So you know
considered approved.
Yeah. So you know it's going to be good. So this song's called January. I'll start it right now. So they call themselves Spirit-Filled Hardcore from
Love
West
it.
Texas. For fans of Meadows, Counterparts, and Conveyor. Love all three of those bands.
Yep. Let's go. They said for fans of Meadows. Oh, I love that. That's so cool.
Kind of like a bluesy, depressing song about January.
Yeah, I like it. It's like almost chill music, you know?
Yeah.
You know, people might think it's crazy that we say that when he's screaming the whole time.
This right here reminds me of like Plead the Widow's Cause.
Absolutely.
You know?
Here's the hardcore part. Or hardcore. No, I don't want to.
Post-hardcore?
Yeah.
Here's the
I don't
genre.
know why I just air quoted that. Okay, you're talking about cold weather from West Texas.
Yeah, January around here.
Watch, it's
definitely
probably
a hard
It's
time
probably
of
like
year.
absolutely brutal in that part of Texas.
I mean, if you look at the album art, it's like a guy sitting on the bench. There might be snow on the ground and stuff, and dead trees everywhere, so it is like cold out.
Oh, and we know it. Actually, we know it snows in Texas.
True.
Close Your Eyes music video.
Yep.
Every time, Song for the Broken, it snows.
You know, and when it's 100 in the summertime and it's 40 in the winter,
That's cool. It's a big change.
yeah, big change.
I like how we Northwesterners are just like snobs. Like, you don't know cold. Yeah, you don't know what cold is.
We hit negative double digits this year, I think.
Yeah. Love that.
Yeah. Totally different mood and vibe than the previous song, huh?
Yeah.
Like the opposite direction.
Cool.
So, and he said he's got more stuff coming out soon. So, if you like this, you guys should check it out. See what else he's got
Yeah.
coming. All right. So, up next, I have a lot to say about this one.
Oh.
So, this is a new band called Heal the Hurt. It's a guy named Trevor Tyson, and he's all over social media. He's involved with lots of projects. He's like in the scene a lot. And so I saw him at Furnace Fest do guest vocals for Holy Name.
Oh. What
So
song?
I was like, who's... I can't remember. I knew you were going to ask. I'm like, dude, I can't. One of them, okay?
Oh, I know.
Do you?
Yeah.
It's not the one that Joe Mustin's on. I think that was someone else. It might have. Who knows? Doesn't matter. That's not the point. The point is he was on the stage and I was like, dude, you might be right. Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so, you know, and he was on like the Kingdom Core podcast, interviewed for stuff. And so this song was written by him and Mike from Convictions, their singer.
Oh.
And a guy from the band The Protest. I think their drummer. So written by those three. Produced by a guy named Joel Eisler. I don't know. But he's in Cliffside.
Wow.
And he's also on our Discord. And then it's mixed and mastered by Ryan Latrue. Ex
For
Today. And,
Nothing
you know,
Left.
Nothing Left. Yeah, he's producer. Recorded by Josh Sturm, which is Flyleaf's husband.
The whole band's married to him?
No, what?
Oh, Lacey's.
Lacey
married.
Sturm.
Gotcha.
How dare you? Anyway, just crazy the amount of hands involved
Yeah.
in this song and like just the connections of all the people involved.
That's
in
awesome.
it. So let's listen to it. The song's called Withering by Heal the Hurt.
Heal the Hurt.
Yep. And if you want to read, his bio says a whole lot about the band and like where he came from with anxiety and suicide and stuff like that. So it's really awesome.
Kind of a different vocal register.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, he says he takes influence from Linkin Park, from of Mice and Men, Under Oath, Spirit Box, August Burns Red, Memphis May Fire.
Cool.
And as of right now, he has 0 followers on Spotify because it's brand spanking new.
Change it, Gary. Be number 1.
I pressed follow. It still says 0.
Oh. I kind of feel the Linkin Park like vibe
Yeah.
when he's doing the other vocal
The yeah.
talk scream. Oh,
It's a breakdown.
I hear something building.
That guitar tone. Oh.
Just top notch. I like how we're all just like head bobbing to it, vibing to the music totally.
Yeah. Not even talking. I like it. Yeah, I wonder if he's got more stuff coming, or if this is like a solo thing,
Yeah.
you know, single song, see how it does kind of thing. Or if he's got a whole thing in mind. I chatted with him for a bit today on Instagram.
Cool.
I was like, dude, you did Holy Name. He's like, yeah, that was me. It was awesome. All right, up next, jumping right to it.
Yeah.
My Epic.
Oh.
So they switched from Face Down Records to Tooth and Nail. Which
Yeah.
hasn't happened very often, right? And I don't know, man. It's loaded. Don't know. Tooth and Nail hasn't really been a Christian label anymore.
Sure.
Right? So I mean, really, most of the stuff on there is not Christian. So, or it's like ambiguous, or you know, not Christian, but not Christian. So
Yeah.
I don't know. So I don't know where this is gonna go. I have not heard it. You have not heard it. This song's called Northstar. Let's see what it's about.
So Violence, last album, especially Black Light. Like I played the crap out of that song.
Is that the one with Norma Jean on it? Oh no, with White
No,
Noises,
White
dude.
Noises. Black Light just, I don't know, it just hits me. It was like right in smack dab of like COVID shutdowns.
Man, there's so much about My Epic that I like. Like their album Yet is so good. Behold, so good.
And if you want to cry, you can just listen to Lower Still.
Yeah. Both versions.
Yeah.
So this, I don't know if this is gonna be more of like a rock, you know, being on Tooth and Nail. Yeah, there's Aaron Stone. Easy to tell.
Yeah.
His voice is so
Love his vocals.
unique. Yeah.
It does sound a little different, like mix-wise.
Yeah, the guitars are very forward on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, their bio used to say that they were a Christian alt-rock band, and their bio's changed now.
Yeah. See, I love when they do this kind of
Yeah.
post, whatever
So
it is.
they say that they're balancing waves of warm, distorted fuzz with lush melodies and cinematic production. It says the band, this new record coming out is about having lived long enough to lose your innocence and still being able to find joy, hope, peace, and faith. So.
Yeah. I'm all about, truthfully, bands when if they drop the moniker, like the Christian band,
The label.
and they just be Christians in a band or whatever. I don't even know, whatever it is. I just hate
like, I always like it, or I don't, or whatever it is.
I mean,
it's great. It's not good.
It's fine. I just hate and it sounds like, obviously, like faith that it talks about. I just hate the flip of, like, the Gideon or the Under Oath. That's the hard one, where it's like, now we're just anti, or it feels like they're anti. Maybe Under Oath's not anti, but it sure feels like it sometimes,
Yeah.
And that's kind of the hard.
We don't want that label so bad that we're gonna make all those people angry.
Yeah, that's the hard pill to swallow.
I like this. Like, I feel like this is like I feel like this album, if it's like this kind of a thing all the way through, I feel like it's gonna be like something to listen to front to back.
Atmosphere.
Has a story to tell.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're one of those bands. We did that episode on Hands recently. It's kind of similar. Like, they make you feel something. The music does, not only the vocals.
Yeah, it's like super experimental.
Yeah.
Adding pieces here and there. I mean, you still have that really low sound, probably the bass. And you have those like high sounds overlapping it, high guitars.
That's good.
I like it. I'm not turned away. It's not like they dropped an F-bomb or something and dropped the Christian label and like,
Well, what makes you think they changed at all?
Oh, I don't. I'm just,
They're going to listen and be
cynical.
like, these guys are such haters. Like, they're
No.
typical haters. They're probably all's well.
No, I'm stoked for it. I'm excited for them, and I think Tooth and Nail might actually be a better place for them sonically, like the sound of their band, than what Face Down was. But I don't know. Some of their songs on Face Down just make tons of sense. 'Cause
Right.
It's like, dude. So I'm curious what's going to come next. I'm ready for more. Sign me up.
Absolutely.
So up next, our buddies in UnWorthy. So we got some deathcore. These guys are on our Discord server, and we always share their stuff whenever we get a chance.
Yep.
So this is another single coming out from their new EP, which is dropping very soon.
Mm-hmm.
This song is called This Present Darkness.
Yes. Is this Knock Loose? I'm just kidding.
arf.
Sorry. Forgive me, Jordan. Forgive me, Dennis. I don't mean what I say. Oh, love it. I think we said this last time, but I just feel like the vocals are so great in this new EP. We gotta listen to it early, and I was blown away.
Yeah. This is what you like? That slow,
Oh, dude, I love it.
sludgy, angry.
Yeah, dude. So I saw Jordan got to play a show with someone at Chain Reaction. Did you see that?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. With
Dude, I can't think. Starts with a C, doesn't it?
yeah, they're on our Discord
Yeah.
server too. Classic Disaster.
Yeah, classic disaster.
Got it. Years.
Are we close to getting an UnWorthy live show?
I think they're looking for a drummer, so if you guys know a drummer, lives in California, wants to play this song live.
This is filthy right now. Like, I want to hide my eyes. It's so nasty. See, I feel like there's some metalcore in deathcore.
I think you're just hearing core.
I'm hearing the core.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's all metal.
it's all metal.
like this. Metalcore, right? Like that's a thing.
Yeah, for sure. No, it's core.
So this is a pretty cool part of the song.
So
where like,
cool. Different.
yeah, like this person's like lamenting.
Yep.
Lamentations.
There it is.
Like this is like they're the opposite of a climax, with the lowest of the low, the bottom of their life. Right. Start of the song saying like, "I wished I would die,"
Oh.
but the EP is a concept, tells a story.
Yep. And you know what these dudes? Everything's Christian.
Yep.
Like
You don't
they
believe us? Don't
embrace
ask us. Go ask them.
Go ask them. They embrace the. We talk about people that try to get ready, have a wider like audience or whatever. Like these guys are like, that's who we are.
Yep.
We're a Christian band, so it's so cool.
Yep.
UnWorthy, awesome.
Oh,
we love you guys.
And they have an awesome new shirt. I'm kind of tempted to buy it.
Do
but
it, man.
I'm not allowed to. I only have like look, even this. I was
know.
only able to buy this August Burns red shirt because it wasn't black.
When we were hanging out last weekend, you just had awesome. You had a band windbreaker, band T-shirts, band boxers. Your Haste Today boxers were sick, dude. HTD right over the booty. It was crazy.
Just so everyone knows, Tyler is joking.
No, and I'm just wearing like a Carhartt shirt. And I'm like, dude, I'm so jealous of this guy.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to buy any more band stuff. Plus, Furnace Fest is coming, so I really gotta.
Dude, you say that, but you're like 6 months away.
I know,
But
I got to.
You got to build to it, I guess. Yeah.
I gotta wear something. I should just get an UnWorthy shirt and be like, Jen, I need this for.
Right. You're gonna you'll get street cred if you have like the more underground bands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So moving on.
Yeah. Moving on.
So up next is a genre switch, I'll say. So that one was heavy. This one is not nearly as heavy. I don't remember. Someone shared this on our Discord server, and I don't... Shoot, man. It might have been New Creation. It might have been Heavy Metal Prophet. I don't know. But the band's called Together We Fall, and it's very interesting. Let's get it started. This song's called As Thoughts Come to Mind.
Together We Fall.
Tell me what band they remind you of from the... Because there's... Especially when he starts singing, I'm like, oh, that sounds like this one band. But... So, these guys are from the Northwoods of Wisconsin.
Oh. My great-grandfather immigrated from Sweden to Wisconsin, so we're probably related.
Probably brothers right now.
As they fly through the trees, feel the heat of the sun.
They say that they bring raw, untethered emotions that dance alongside both brutal breakdowns and symphonic melodies.
Ooh, I was going to say, it feels like we're going to get symphonic up in this right now. What?
Reminds me of My Chemical Romance. Just his register, like the
got
pitch
that
that he hits.
Yeah. Almost that emo era.
So this is a Christian band, and their bio says, though times get hard, they want you to know that there is always an end to your suffering, and Christ will always be there to hold your heavy heart.
Love it.
Awesome. So let's listen. I super love it. They have two songs. This one came out pretty recently, and then they have another one that came out earlier maybe last year. So this came out last week.
I like
Something's coming.
just crawling to you.
It's definitely different than what we usually listen to. Woo!
Yeah.
Who would have thought this would come out of what we were, that chorus, that My Chemical Romance chorus.
Yeah.
Right here.
Now we're grooving. So their other song that came out last year has 330,000 plays.
Wow.
They only have 2
Pretty darn good.
songs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here we go.
There's the Black Parade guitar, you know? Like, it's awesome. I was just going through my emo playlist today, which is crazy.
Gotta add this, dude.
Got that?
So is this emo?
No, I don't think so, but it just kind of sounds like it a little bit.
Well, I mean, it's not metalcore.
No.
I think I'd throw it in an emo playlist.
You know, emo can be a lot of genres, though, too.
Yeah, yeah. It's more like the tone of the music. Like, this is kind of somber,
Yeah.
right? Introspective.
Yeah.
So rest your eyes. You've been trying your whole life. You put up a fight and made it through every night. Yeah,
Almost like
times get
Sparrow Sleeps.
hard.
Dude, that's the pitch, yeah.
So
That exact
far
little
back.
pitch, yeah.
So let this be a sign
Oh, it's awesome.
as thoughts come to
We need more, guys. Together we fall is what they're called.
Love it.
just know he's by your side.
Is that a capital He?
Has to be. Unless they're talking about just like me or somebody. Come here.
Tyler's always right there. That's awesome.
Love it.
So hopefully more stuff comes out soon, because a whole year between that one and the other one. Like, I don't
Wow.
want to wait for 2025 April to get another one. So keep your eyes peeled on them, or your ears peeled.
Ears open.
Up next is a band called Islander. You ever heard of them?
Yeah. I feel like they're alternative-ish.
Yeah, I've shown you like they've done like a couple cover songs that I thought they just killed. What song did they? It's the End of the World as We Know It.
Like,
so their
to
cover
me,
of that was
Am
awesome.
I wrong, or are they like a Tooth and Nail style band?
So their first album was Tooth and Nail,
Okay, yeah, yeah.
and it has like one of their most popular songs on it, most played songs, like millions of plays. They got pretty popular. I want to say that they're like in the Whosoevers with Sonny from POD.
Oh, yeah.
You know, John 3:16 crew. But yeah, so this song came out, and you know, I'm always interested. Their last album that came out had like so many features, it just blew my mind. That album was called "It's Not Easy Being Human."
Yeah.
And it has like Lacey Sturm, Scott Underoath,
You showed me
Zayo,
that
Korn,
for sure.
Living Sacrifice. You know, so many people. Hyro the Hero, just so many. So these guys are great. And let's listen to it. So this song's a little bit heavier than what they usually do. I think we'll be surprised. The song's called Ritual of Death.
Okay.
The police in West Memphis, Arkansas confirmed today that 3 young boys were brutally murdered. The bodies of Wheeler Elementary School second graders Stephen Branch, Christopher Byers, and Michael Moore were pulled from a shallow creek earlier today. There were rumors that the boys may have been sexually abused. The police say they do not know if the suspects indicate
Trying to listen to this guy's news.
I know. Some kids got killed in a school. They were murdered. Now
It's
I
a
can't
real
remember.
story. Has to be.
Yeah.
State 40 in West Memphis.
It's heavy.
Yeah.
I say Arkansas at the beginning of that?
The narrating guy, yeah. These guys are from South Carolina. Here we go. Hey, these guys are playing in London pretty soon. You want to go?
Pretty sweet.
So far, no clean vocals. Like, I didn't think they were this heavy or could get this heavy. What you reading over there?
I'm reading the story about it, dude. It's wild, man.
You like went and looked at the news article about
dude,
what
like
the song's about?
Absolutely reviling, gross stuff, dude.
So that's probably why he's wrote a heavy song about it, huh?
Yeah. And the dudes that did it, I think, are out.
You should send that to me. We probably don't want to talk about it on the podcast, but
No.
I'd be curious. So it's probably a song out of like calling out for justice.
Yeah, maybe. Wow, this song's heavy, dude. Yeah, this isn't. I don't think that this style is heavy like what they used to be, but this is brutal, man. I love it.
Yeah, it's a huge step in a different direction because they're usually like they sing a lot. It's pretty catchy. Alternative metal is probably the closest to it. You know. Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
Now I'm curious what that's about because even the song got me like just hearing parts of it. Mm-hmm. But we'll look that up on the side.
Yeah.
So up next. So this is our last song for new releases, and this one I'm super excited to share with you. It's a newer band, I'll say. Started in 2023. Band called An Hour of Wolves, and I think for their first few songs we chatted on social media and stuff, and I really liked one of their songs because it was like awesome metalcore that I just missed. And I know I shared it with you, and I'm sure you don't remember a thing. So here we go. Brand new. Let's pretend you never heard of them. Brand new band. This song's called As I Am by An Hour of Wolves.
An Hour of Wolves.
And they're from a small town in Nebraska. Says he got his inspiration seeing bands like For Today, With Blood Comes Cleansing, Impending Doom, A Plea for Purging, Haste the Day, War of Ages.
So just all of our favorite bands.
Yeah. So this is a solo project. Just one dude. And they are Christian. Or he.
War of Ages, maybe a little bit.
Yeah. I was gonna say maybe some Haste the Day in there.
Yep. Love it.
So he says he's striving to have an uplifting, bold, and truthful message. An Hour of Wolves aims to meet people where they are in a broken down, bleak, and bitter world and scream, there is a God who loves them, even at their worst. Gotta love positive messages.
We've heard a lot of different vocals on this song. Dang.
Yeah.
Love it.
Apparently he did a cover of the Agony Scene song, We Bury Our Dead at Dawn.
Dude, this is like my style of song, dude. I love it.
It's kind of like a modern vocal with like our, the classic
Yeah.
2000s metalcore.
Absolutely. That was cool, man.
Yeah, fun stuff. I want to go listen to that cover, but I'll check it out later. So that's it for new stuff.
Yeah.
9 new singles that I played for you, and we're already like 50 minutes in. Whew.
Yeah.
So, last one. I had to pick a song for the encore, right? So our patrons dropped some suggestions. We got some additional stuff added today. So I picked a song. So I think last time or 2 times ago, I said that we picked a song from a guy named Logan M.
Oh, yeah.
And I said it was Logan Morehouse, right? Not
Nah.
the same guy.
2 Logan
Different
M's.
guy. Yeah, my bad. So this is also from this Logan M. And he picked the band The Overseer, which, man, I have not listened to them
In
I
a
don't
minute.
know. I would say a decade, but, well, maybe 10 years. So I went and listened to the song, and I was like, dude, we have to listen to this again. So he picked the song Uproot, and it's from their 2024 album. And I don't know if you know The Overseer. They were on Solid State in like 2014, 2012, which is like the worst time in the music scene, like for a long time, right? Everyone's going from physical media to streaming. No one was like touring a bunch, and they're just, I think all the festivals and stuff are like shutting down because they're like, there's no money for Warped Tour.
Right.
It's no, there's no profit anymore, and everything was just dying at the time because everything was going online and digital, right? It was just a big flop in the world. And I think if this band wasn't around at that time, maybe if they were before or after,
They would have
lasted way longer. And but anyway, a lot of the members in the band are in a lot of other stuff. So like Abishai is in Wolves at the Gate right now,
Right.
and he was in this, and he's also in Project 86. So anyway, let's get started.
Let's do it.
So it's from the album Rest and Let Go, and I haven't listened to this probably since it came out in 2014. The song's called Uproot.
So they're on Solid State?
Yep. They had 2 albums. I'm really familiar with the one before this one called We Search, We Dig. It's like a shovel.
Oh,
And the
yeah.
shovel thing is like a window.
I'm not sure if I've ever heard one of their songs.
Really?
That was my, I would say, dark days, where the only thing I was
you
listening
left
to
college and your bucket of new music named Gary
was gone. So I listened to 40 Day Breaker, 40 Day Immortal, Consolations by August Burns Red,
Day Ecclesia, Day Portraits.
and Close Your Eyes, We Will Overcome. Those 4 albums. That's all I listened to
For like 4 years.
for 4 years. This is great.
Yeah. It's an interesting pick for a song.
Very
Like
interesting.
all the Overseer songs, like top 10. It's not even on top 10.
It meant something to Logan M. I think you can definitely do that if you are an album guy, obviously.
Well, yeah. I mean, like for me, my favorite Demon Hunter songs are not their most played songs on every album.
Yeah.
You know. So when people are like, oh yeah, Demon Hunter, it's just interesting, you know. What songs stick out to you that you think are great, and you go and look at the play count, and you're like, nobody likes this
Yeah.
song that I like. You know, like.
I feel like since we've started this podcast, I've become more of an album guy, or I've had to. But usually my favorite songs are the singles. Their top,
I love this part.
top 10. That
Dear
tone
God, I Am
almost
Alive.
feels like new metalcore tone-ish, you know?
That
Low
thicker
and-
low.
Yeah. Brutal.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. I loved it. Thanks, Logan M.
Yeah, and so if you guys want us to listen to a song, find that post on our Patreon.
Anyone can see it, right?
Yeah, anyone can see it, and anyone can like heart stuff.
Sweet.
And I think anyone can drop a suggestion. So I'll probably do another one this week since I didn't do one last week, right?
Yeah.
But there's still some good stuff on there. Like someone said something today, probably like 2 hours ago. I've never heard of it before, and I like went and listened to it. And I was like, oh, that's crazy. But I already had this one picked, and it was already on our queue. So
I love that people are choosing to like. Usually, this is a kind of a different one, but I feel like the ones that have been chosen are like, let's see how crazy we can get. You know, let's see.
I don't know. Last week, what was it?
Oh yeah, it was like reform. No,
not Rival Choir.
I was just saying
Mouth of the
Reformers.
South.
Mouth of the South. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like super emotional and raw. You know,
Yeah.
trying to see if it'll cry on here or something.
Maybe.
You know.
Yeah. That's
All
fun,
right.
man.
Well, thanks everyone for listening to our core values number 12. If you like what we're doing, become a patron. $5 a month buys us a cup of coffee.
Yep.
It gets you early access to our stuff, no ads, and you know we drop all kinds of notifications and say stuff on there. We got something coming very, very soon.
Very soon.
And I think what I'm gonna do is give it to the patrons early and not even mention it or say anything.
Just drop it.
So we did an interview, right, and got to talk to the band. It's been really fun. And probably just sit it on there for a while until we're ready to go on
Figure a good time.
YouTube and stuff.
Yeah.
So probably next week, patrons, keep your
Sweet.
eyes and ears out. Everyone else, well, and patrons too, have a great week.
Yeah. See you guys.
Since it's a weekly episode, we get to be like, have a great week.
And we'll see you
Right.
next week.
Yeah, you'll see us next week. All right, see you guys.
See ya.
Thank you for listening.